one thing that many people do not realize is that Egypt is actually in Africa. Like many people always mistake them for the Middle East. They forget that Egypt is in Africa. And as Africans, this is one thing that we have to put in our minds all the time. And this year, today on the show, we're not just going to be talking about Egypt as a tourist destination, but we're going to talk about something special that is happening in Egypt this very May. We have joining me on the show someone who founded this idea, who came up with this initiative to promote tourism in Africa. He's no other person than the founder and chairman of the board of directors of GMT, who are the organizers of African Tourism Forum, Mr. Selçuk Meral. He joins me right here on the show. Good morning, Mr. Meral. How are you doing today?
Hey, good morning. Fine, and you? How are you?
I'm doing great. It's nice that you could join me on the show today.
Thank you. You have a great energy. It's coming from Nigeria to us. Great.
That's really thank you so much for that. You got me blushing. Thank you so much for that. It's really a pleasure to see someone who is chairing and who is pushing tourism in Africa, and it's really great that we're having this conversation with you. Can you tell me about what brought about the idea of the African Tourism Forum and why you thought about pushing tourism, in Africa?
So I'm nearly since 30 years in the sector, in the industry of tourism, and for us it's every time was important to make something new and to make something what can change the game. We are a game changer. We make this before with our magazine. We have the GM Tourism and Management magazine. We have also the QM Quality Management Tourism Awards. And we make since 20 years. And in the before 5 years, we make the first time in Antalya, Turkey, the Antalya Tourism Fair. It's the first time in the history that it's a big exhibition in Antalya for a long time. And we are now, after 5 years, on 35,000 square meters in Antalya for a tourism exhibition. It was amazing. We changed here the game. We changed also the exhibition format in the exhibition world. So, and then we come to the idea to make also something new in Africa, to change the game, to bring something new for the world tourism industry and for Africa, because Africa, it's Mama Africa, and there's to do so much things for Africa and for the world. And it was something what is missing, I think. That's why we want to change again the game, like we did it before in Antalya, and now it's the turn for Africa and for Egypt. It will be the first time in Egypt that there's an exhibition of tourism, and it will be the first time that in this area of Africa it will be a professional tourism trade show. That's why we start to bring to raise the sun again for the tourism in Africa.
That's very great. It's great to see that you are championing, an initiative that a lot of Africans stand to gain from. One of the challenges that most Africans have, because you said something about my energy initially. You see, that's the energy all Africans have. Like, we want to explore, we want to try something new. But one of the limitations has always been the visa processes, the border immigration laws. All these policies have hindered a lot of people leaving their homes to go explore the world, as it were, out there. But for many people who have indicated their interest to attend this event, what are some of the expectations from it?
From the event, we expect in the professional way that the world tourism industry to say to the world, we are Africa, we are Mama Africa, we are here, and we are the main object of the world. And we have a rich continent where we are ready to share this beauty with the tourists from the world. And it's not only to share the continent, it's also to share the tourism. It's to bring also African tourists to the world. And for that, we must knock on the door. We need new reasons, and tourism is the biggest reason for that, I think. to travel, to come in touch, because tourism is a human touch work. And to come together to touch, we need flights, we need visa, we need basic things. That's normal standard for European, that's standard for Asian, that's standard for everybody. So why not for Africa? We have to ask this to the world. And tourism, it's for this one reasons, and that's why we have not a bigger tourism industry. Why not more? We are ready. Africa is ready. So come on, world. Move your body, move your country, move your tourism. That's what I want to say to the world.
That's very good. You know, these are very key policies. These are very key issues. But are the players, the people who can work on these policies, the people who have the strength to actually change some of these policies to be better when it concerns tourism, when it concerns travel, when it concerns visa processes, when it concerns the hospitality sector? Are these persons going to be there at the event so that they can engage with the players in this industry?
Right. We have nearly 3,000 tourism professionals who will be on the ATF Egypt, African Tourism Forum Egypt, to discuss this and to bring new ideas and to share the world, the work, the business. And this is the point. First, it's step by step. First, we must bring the idea on the table, and then the people, and then we start to work on the idea with the people. This is the main idea of Africa Tourism Forum. If we have now the idea, we have now the people, the business people, and now we will meet on the same table. That's why we want to invite all African tourism professionals to Egypt, to Sharm on 2021 of May. We will come together. That's the important thing. How? Why? Because that's, I think, the second, third way. First, we must come together. First, we must share our feelings for Africa. That's the first step, I think. And we try to create this platform to share the feeling for tourism in Africa with all its colors. There are so many rich potential of tourism in Africa. You know it better than us. You live there. You see this each day. That's why. And the world, I think it's ready. I feel it. That it will be explode, the tourism industry, and also the tourism, not only the tourism industry, the economic style, the economic development of Africa. It's ready. Everybody know it. Many say 10 years will be like that. In 20 years will be like that. We are a catalyst. Tourism is a catalysator for that.
For that to happen. That's very true, because countries like South Africa are already exploring tourism potentials. You know, they are like one of the biggest countries benefiting from tourism in Africa. Talk about Tanzania, Rwanda, and even Kenya. You know, they're tapping into that economy. It's a very, very huge conversation. Nigeria, here where I'm reaching you from, is actually a 200 million strong population, and many Nigerian citizens like me will love to explore. Like, we're excited to go outside of the country. We're excited to travel. We want to see new ideas. You know, get new ideas and start new businesses. We're very business-minded people. But what message would you have for our listeners who are listening to you from Nigeria right now? What message do you think you have for them?
So the tourism industry move nearly 60 another sectors. Yeah, and that's mean a lot of business. And the Nigeria people are very good business people, very good businessmen and humans. That's why this is the point for Nigeria also. You are one of the biggest power in Africa. You are not only for Nigeria, you also for your neighbors, for everybody in Africa. You are a very, very important point. I know it. With Turkey, you have a lot of business together. A lot of Nigeria people are here in Turkey. They make work. they have business together, and also in Africa together. That's why my point is, I said before, move your tourism, move your country.
Move your tourism.
If you want to make, if you want to grow up, if you want to development, if you want it, then tourism, you must bring your tourism to move. Then you will move your country.
That's very
That's
great.
why that's an important point of us. Move your tourism, move your country.
That's very great. Thank you so much, Mr. Selçuk, for joining us this morning. Thank you so much for selling this. You said on the 20th to the 21st is when the event is holding. 20th to 21st.
Yeah.
Is there any way Nigerians, professionals, maybe those of them that are not able to attend, that they can also view this online? Can they also be part of it, through social media or YouTube?
Yeah. On the website africatourismforum.com, there's a registration form. Yeah, please register there, and then it will be then we will share this with the Egypt authorities with the visa and this, and we will organize everything. It will be very easy. There are many possibilities in Sharm to stay, and it will be nice days, 3-4 days. 2 days are the forum, 1 day forum, and second day it will be B2B. How I said, 3,000 travel agencies, hoteliers, investors, and tourism business people, humans will be there. That's why, come on, we are ready. Make a registration, and the rest, come in contact with us for visa or anything what you need. We are ready to move the continent again, like you do, and share this with the world, that Africa, it's one of the most important continent product for tourism. We must create more things, and that's why we are coming to you to do that. We are the guests. We are coming from Turkey. We are a Turkish company, and of course we have Egypt partners, and they are very ready to do something new, to create something new. Our sponsor, it's the Rixos Hotels Egypt. They sponsored all our accommodation, and also the Egypt country and the ministry, and everybody are helping us to change the history. That's why we want to come together with all the African people. So africantourism.com, africantourismforum.com, registration, and the rest, come in contact. There's also WhatsApp site. You can write to us what you need, or if you have any problem, or if you have any question to come, how we can help you to organize your travel to Egypt, to Sharm, to the Africa Tourism Forum. We are ready.
That you heard it here, Lagos. Egypt is ready for you. All you have to do is go to africantourism.com and go get your registration. If you're a travel agency, if you're someone who is interested in making money or starting a business in the tourism sector, this is the event for you. This is the conference for you. And you just hear Mr. Selçuk, sell his brand to us this morning. Thank you so much, Mr. Selçuk. I look forward to meeting you. Look forward to seeing you, and look forward to keeping this partnership that we've established between us. It's great to have you this morning.
Thank you very much that you're having us today program, and we will see us next week. You are traveling to Egypt, so one word: let's change.
Of course.
Let's
get Africa moving.
Yeah.
So all right.
Move your tourism.
All
move
right.
your country.
All right.
See you next week, 2021 May in Sharm, African Tourism Forum, and like I said on the website, it's everything there. Please register, and come on, let us meet together and let's speak about more business for Africa.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Sham. Thank you so much for being a part of the program today. Lagos, this is where we have to draw the curtain, where the time is always very, very important for us. But thank you so much for being a part of the conversation today. Thank you so much for your trip with me to Egypt. Don't worry, we will bring you all the goodies and everything that has to come from Egypt. I'll be here. I'll be on hand to bring you all of those wonderful conversations, all of them that took place there. So don't worry, Lagos. We've got your back here on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Thank you so much for being a part of the program. Thank you for being a part of this program today. We will be with you shortly.
In Nigeria, the weather can change in an instant, just like life itself. Even when you are caught in a heavy downpour or harmattan has left your skin dry, there's one thing that never changes: the restoring power of Vaseline Petroleum Jelly. Because we all know when harmattan strikes, if you are not protecting your skin, it cracks. So do your lips.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk. 99.3